guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Roaming with the Richards. I'm Angelica, this is Jonathan, and we are here at Tweetsie Railroad for a happy 4th of July. So not only is it Independence Day for America, the 4th of July is also Tweetsie Railroad's birthday. So the park opened on July 4th, 1957. This is its 68th year in operation. One of the reasons we like coming here for the 4th of July is because you get that sense of not only nostalgia and having fun here at the park, riding the train, riding the rides. They'll do a fireworks show in the evening.
It's not just any kind of fireworks show either.
A really good fireworks show.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
it kind of, it's two different spots.
It echoes in the mountains. Yeah. It's really fun. But you also have that sense of historical significance because of where Tweetsie Railroad is celebrating the historical significance of the trains that they have here, the railroad, and how that played into a lot of American history. And so we're going to show you guys around the park a little bit, some of the fun things that they have, and we also want to point out some of the historical significance here at Tweetsie.
Alright, well here is the itinerary layout for each time frames for the park hours being open up at 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Miners Mountain closes at 8 p.m. but the last chairlift ride to Miners Mountain is 7:45. The last train ride for the day is going to be 8:30 and fireworks will be at 9:30. And then as well for Main Street, Tweetsie Junction, last Palace show is 7:30. The last amusement ride is 8:40. Feed and Seed will be closing at 8. Cowboy Cantina closes at 8:30. And same thing with the Fudge Works and Funnel Cakes. Alright, so we are right behind us is the train depot. And so Tweetsie's train depot right now is just restrooms. After it burned down back in 2008, they decided when they rebuilt it, they pretty much add restrooms to it. But beforehand, before the fire, it was a gift shop and a museum. So the museum also had like a little like a model train outline of like kind of pretty much just a miniature park. Miniature
version of Tweetsie?
Yep, miniature version of Tweetsie.
That's
and
neat.
So I don't know what's all been saved, but I do know that like I said, it burned down in 2008 and they had to rebuild, and when they did, pretty much add in bathrooms and just that, and well, not just that, like the staff lounge, like a staffing area and the first aid. But outside of that, I really feel like being with the depot behind us, good spot to kind of start talking about a little bit of the park's history.
Yep. So, like we said, the park first opened July 4th, 1957. At that time, there was only Engine 12, not Engine 190. Engine 12 is the train that's nicknamed Tweetsie. So that is basically the park's namesake. At that time, it was basically a 1-mile track up to a picnic area and then back down to the main park area down probably where, I'm not sure if the depot building would have been here at that time.
I think so.
Probably though, so. But down in this area anyways.
So when you say like about a mile, would you think now like Fort Boone or the outpost?
Maybe about where the outpost is at. I'm not sure. I'm not good at gauging mileage.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if y'all know, let us know in the comments.
I'm not sure where it originally stopped at. Or maybe it's just a spot that's not there anymore as far as a stop. But that was the original. The following year, they completed a 3-mile loop, and that is the loop that we take now when you ride the train.
Our child just asked for icy.
Yes.
And that's kind of what we're holding in our hand.
Had it ready to go.
So we're going to go ahead and give that to her.
So the 3-mile loop was completed the year after the park opened. In the following years, they gradually started adding in the rides and different things to do in the park. So it became more of a theme park rather than just that scenic train ride.
Like an attraction.
Yeah, it was basically like a scenic train ride, kind of like how they have, I think they have one in North Carolina, one in Tennessee still. And so, therefore, they did add in, well, before I talk about Engine 190, the Tweetsie Engine 12 is the last remaining engine from the original Eastern Tennessee, Western North Carolina Railroad that ran from 1882 until 1950. So that is the only engine out of the 13 that were originally to that railroad, and Tweetsie is the last one. Currently, it is being basically built from like the, what'd you say,
I think it's like the wheels up.
The wheels up, yeah.
It's pretty much getting rebuilt because
major renovations and everything to the train going on.
So we're hoping that it's going to be back in 2026.
Yeah. So right now we're running on engine 190. Now engine 190 came to the park in 1960. 1960.
Okay.
That's what it said.
I think it was a little bit like, we're going to fact check her on that one.
Let's fact check. Let's see one of my notes. Yep. It was retired in 1960 and came to the park that same year.
And that's the train that's leaving right now.
Yes. So engine 190 is running right now. She is taking Tweetsie's place this year as far as being the only train running here. Now she is a World War II train. She was used for 17 years in service on the Yukon Alaska Railroad. Let me make sure I got that name right.
That sounds about right.
The White Pass and Yukon Railroad, sorry. So she ran for 17 years there during World War II and then was retired. So that we have 2 trains here at Tweetsie, and that is pretty much the history behind them.
All right, so the Tweetsie Palace right behind us is a really big showcase for the Diamond Lil's Can Girl review
and the
Magic Show. So, but this wasn't original to the park, as in like opening up in 1957. It opened up, was constructed in 1961.
Yep.
To also still resemble pretty much a Western saloon, since this is a Western theme park.
Yep.
I want to say even when it first opened up, it was mainly just the Can Girls show, because the Magic Show, I remember having different stages when I was coming here back in the early 2000s. So, but 1961. In 1962, Tweetsie installed a chairlift that would take you on a ride to the top of the mountain, or top of its mountain, and pretty much brought you into what is now known as Miners Mountain, but then it was called Magic Mountain. Magic Mountain had some rides, some shows, and then by 1977, they installed the Deer Park and changed the name of the area to Miners Mountain.
This is the southern part. It's a huge, one side is and one side isn't. One side's not. but it is cold all year round. But you can see down.
So after the expansion up to Magic Mountain and then changing the name to Miners Mountain, Tweetsie expanded the park over to what is now known as Country Fair. And this is also the area of the park that has seen the most attention as far as expanding out past that, with the Tornado Ride and the new Barrels of Fun roller coaster. Now, one thing I really like about Tweetsie's fireworks as well, you can actually see the setup that's kind of right off to the side of the trail that takes you from the Country Fair to the Miners Mountain area. As you can see, they are ready to go. Just getting some final touches on it. In 1990, the Tweetsie Railroad debuted the Ghost Train, which they would dress up one of the train engines up in a ghoulish decorations, and then also take you on a frightful nighttime spooky train ride. But also, that was also the same year they debuted the Haunted House, and currently when they run the Ghost Train events, the pavilion turns into the Haunted House.
Chugga, chugga.
Get them up here so I can take pictures. Here, get up with Daddy. Get with Daddy. Get with Daddy. Hurry.
Here it is.
Alright, as you can tell, we're ready for a train ride.
Yep.
It's, you can't come to Tweetsie without riding this train multiple times. Yep, last train ride for the 4th of July.
Did manage to get on the right side.
Yep.
And I'm here to protect all the fine people on this train. I'm here to protect all the tall folks, all the small folks that are going, all the beautiful fine ladies on this train. We're being attacked. Look, you get the women, you get the children. I'm going to let them go. Whoa, you're wrong, everybody. I'm just trying to get your attention. It's wrong. Well, don't you worry, Sheriff. I'm gonna be the roughest, the toughest, and most handsome deputy you've ever seen. Right, you say, now just come over here and give me a hand, okay? All right, folks, you heard him. That's right. Let's give him a hand. All right, give me this. Yes, sir. Give me this. Give me an E. Give me an R. Yes. trust. I like to sing. And it just so happens, me and the other deputies, we put together a song for just an occasion. Want to hear it? Here it goes. Oh, Tweetsie people sing this song. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Tweetsie Railroad, dream of all the doo-dah days. Wanna run all night. Run all day. All day. I'll bet my money in a bongrail bag. Somebody bet on the bag. Hey, oh.
One last thing to do. Let's watch the fireworks! Happy 4th, folks! Hope you have a wonderful Tweetsie Day!
Alright guys, so that's going to do it for us here today at Tweetsie Railroad.
Yep.
For the 4th of July.
Stay tuned for the fireworks.
Yep, stay tuned for the fireworks. That's the only thing we're waiting on.
Yep.
It is currently 9:11, and 9:30 is when the fireworks show starts, and that's when we'll start recording again. And that will be the final part of this video. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all did, help us out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And we'll catch y'all next time.
Thanks for watching.
Later.
Happy 69th birthday, Tweetsie Railroad! Woo! Woo!